Hello, everyone. Welcome to the world of Oz with Pearl. It's my world, and I'm so happy you're here. Okay, so tonight we're going to have an alternative hip hop artist. You can catch his work on Spotify and Apple Music and many other platforms. And I cannot wait to hear what he has to say about his musical journey. Please welcome Just Darius. How you doing, King?
Hey, I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. So before we get started on how you started in the rap game, um, we're winding down on Black History Month. So tell our visitors um, what influential Black person has you know made a difference in
Inspired
your life.
me to do. Okay. Um, Influence a black person that made a difference in my life.
Yeah.
I would have to say, I would have to say Richard Pryor. Why?
Nice.
Why? Because Richard Pryor was so raw. He didn't care what a lot of people said or thought about him. He just did his own thing. And that's kind of like what I do with my music and everything. Like, I don't care what people say about me. I just express how I feel. It's my art.
It's funny you say that because of course you know when he got burnt with the crack pipe, right?
Yeah.
He even made a joke of that.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show, you know, he has an incredible sense of humor. Even he can even laugh at himself,
Uh-huh.
and I think that's a really amazing attitude to have because a lot of people, a lot of musicians, they their authentic self at first, but when they like sign to a label or whatever, or they have a someone who's been in the music game for a while, and they tell them, nah, you can't be like that, you gotta be like this. Sometimes they lose their authentic self and forget who they are, and they become this robot for this person, and then they realize, what the hell am I, you know?
Hmm.
So I think it's really cool that you keep it all the way 100 and stick to who you are and not care about what anybody else thinks. So I
Yeah.
think that's amazing. So speaking of which, tell us about your musical journey.
So I started doing music when I was 15, but I actually started recording it when I was 16. I met a group of friends and everything. And one of my close friends since like the sixth grade, he was telling me about how he go to one of his friends' house and they have like a whole setup and everything. And he
Hmm.
invited me over one day. And ever since then, when he invited me over that first time, I like kept going, just kept writing, kept recording and everything. I was on an independent label when I was 18.
Okay.
It didn't really work out as much, but it was a good experience for me. I got to see what the actual label was like. Yeah, it was pretty dope. I had my first show in North Carolina when I was 18.
Hmm.
It was pretty cool. Like I went out there because I met somebody on the internet and she was really cool with like the club promoters and stuff. So she like got the word out for me like months before I went out. And then when I went out there, I had like a full show and everything.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
Right. Awesome. So, um, okay. Is there a particular rap artist that was influential, or did you grow up in that kind, or like for me, I grew up in New York City, and I grew up around, and that's like the birthplace of hip hop,
Hmm.
and so I just want to know what if any rap artist was influential. It's for you to get into the rap game.
Actually, I have like three. So
Nice.
my like three artists that's like influential in my music. Childish Gambino, also known as Donald Glover. I
Okay.
love how he's really artistic with the way he makes music.
Right.
Kid Cudi, I
Okay.
just like the vibe that he has with his music, and then J. Cole for like the wordplay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So did you start like doing poetry as like as like an escape from whatever. Like if you like if something was heavy on your heart, would you write it down like in a poetry fashion?
Yeah, my first couple songs was like I guess poetry because that's what I started writing about at first. Like it wasn't just like regular verses when somebody was like, "Hey, I got a beat for you, just write a song or whatever." It was more like I would sit down and I would look for beats and like whatever I'm going through in that time period, I would just write about that.
That's cool. It's funny you say that because I have a son. He's in he's in college now, and he wants to be a rapper.
Yeah,
Not to say that he wants that. I tell him, I said, that's cool if you want to be a rapper, that's great, but just have your college to be your cushion.
yeah,
Because his major is finances, which is great, but he wants
great, yeah,
yeah. But I said you can be a rapper. I mean, I'm not gonna like crap on your dreams. Please, by all means, be a rapper because I wish I had a parent to say, you do it, you do your thing, whatever your heart desires, go for it. I didn't have that, and I told myself
yeah,
I wasn't gonna do that to my kids. I wasn't gonna shit on their dreams like that. But I tell them, I say, you want to be a rapper, be a rapper, but have that cushion.
yeah,
Um, also, I want to say that I don't need to bring up that the show, but I've watched Love and Hip Hop, right?
hmm,
And I've seen a lot of aspiring artists get on this show, and it's like to me they get caught up in the he said she said
yeah,
and the blah blah blah, and it's usually the women. But there's one particular aspiring rapper I wanna point out, and her name is L'Oreal. Now, I don't know if you remember L'Oreal, but she was on Love and Hip Hop New York, and she was an aspiring rapper. Now, she was gonna do a record with Consequence, and Consequence had a line in this particular song about light skin being the right skin for and it just didn't sit well with her.
yeah,
And I'm thinking to myself, this guy has been in the game for a while, and it's like you're telling this aspiring rapper this who's just getting her feet wet to like pretty much commit suicide. That's like giving somebody a loaded gun and say, "Here, kill yourself," you know?
yeah,
and and I admire her for sticking to her guns and say, I'm not cool with this because I have girls who are darker than me because L'Oreal is Hispanic. She says I have little girls that are darker than me and they look up to me, and for me to say light skin is the right skin, it just sounds crazy.
hmm,
So she said, "No, I'm not doing this." So that's why I say, stick to your guns and don't let these people say, "Oh, if you say this, it'll create controversy." Because controversy can go both ways. It can destroy
yeah,
you, or it can, lift you up. But I say, do not gamble on that. I wouldn't
yeah.
gamble on doing anything controversial. I mean,
If you're
some
not gonna
other
stand
people,
by it, then yeah. If you're not gonna stand by what you're saying, then yeah, don't do it. But if you're gonna stand by it, then by all means, go ahead.
I
But you
also,
gotta you gotta be 100% about what you say because people will check it.
hmm and people respect a rapper who is who's authentic,
Yeah,
which is why which is why Biggie was so got so big. That's why Tupac got so big. That's why Cardi B got so big because they told a story about themselves. They told a story of what they went through, and which was true. You know, in fact, Tupac Tupac was Tupac was like a modern day poet to me. I
yeah,
mean, you want to talk about like he had like his mother made him read the New York Times covered like page after page. Like she was not playing. She's like, you gonna be intelligent. You gonna be
yeah.
intelligent. Um, so have you always wanted to be a rapper?
I wouldn't say rapper. I always wanted to be a musician though.
Right.
Like I just love music like a lot for some reason. So like when I was born, at least I used to live in New Orleans. I'm from New Orleans.
Okay.
When I was born, I grew up right when Lil Wayne started getting hot.
Oh,
and that
okay.
and that was like the coolest thing to me, like alive. Just seeing them pass out their CDs, seeing
Mm-hmm.
them perform and stuff, like in the street, like in the neighborhood and stuff, like that was just the coolest thing to me. And then seeing them on 106 in Park, like it was crazy.
It was like, oh,
Yeah, it was something. I was like, dang, I want to do that. I want to make music and do that. And then like Disney used to have like they would bring like their pop stars and stuff on TV and have them perform at Disney World and all that. I used to
hmm,
love that stuff. I'd be like, I'm gonna do that one day. I'm gonna go to Disney World. I'm gonna perform. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
hell yeah, hell yeah. You still aspire to do that?
Not Disney World, but other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not Disney World, but other stuff. Yeah.
yeah. I feel you on that, but yeah. Um, now if you make it to the Super Bowl, that's a
Oh, I'm
huge.
going. I'm going crazy.
Yeah, what?
If I make it to the Super Bowl, what? I'm losing my mind.
For real, I know I wouldn't be blah blah like oh like they want me to go to the Super Bowl
Right?
or Coachella.
Oh
Shit.
yeah, Coachella. I ain't gonna lie, Coachella might be something different. And then if they got like Frank Ocean or Childish Gambino there, I'm gonna have
Mm.
the time of my life. Like I'm just gonna be annoying the hell out of them, asking them a bunch of questions and everything.
Hell yeah.
Be like,
I
so when your
mean,
next album dropping? How you gonna when your next single dropping? Can I be on it?
hell yeah. Okay, so how do you feel? Like, how do you feel like if you had a song, right? If you produce a
All right.
song, if you had a song, right? How would you feel if someone say, "Hey, we want to use your song in a movie or a television show"? How would you feel?
I would be surprised. I'm not gonna lie to you, cause like I'm on this app called Clubhouse, and I go into like different music rooms and everything for like sync licensing and all this other things. And like most of the time, I always get a no. My music don't fit this or it don't fit that. And then like some people will hit me up on like different apps and stuff, and they'll hear my music and they'll be like, "Hey, I like your song. I would like to use it for this," but they don't actually go through with it. But yeah, I'd be surprised if somebody did that.
That would I think it would I think it would be really amazing
Oh yeah,
if they had if if shows or movies would use independent artists that no one has ever heard of before instead of just using like the same old people that like
yeah,
yeah I mean and it's not like that's a bad thing but there are people out there who are just who want to aspire to be who want to be musicians who want to be singers and they just want a chance you know
yeah,
they just want a chance and I'm the music industry is very competitive. I've seen
yeah.
I've seen many people you know try to break into the music industry and some and it's like a gamble. Some sink, some swim.
Hmm.
And but all I'm saying is you keep doing your thing, keep doing what you're doing. It's gonna happen. Like
Yeah.
I have faith, and I'm sure you have tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of supporters backing you up and say keep doing your thing and just keep
Thank
it
you,
real.
thank you.
Just keep it real. All I'm saying,
Yeah,
I say, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Who knows? Donnie Simpson may call you for to be on the Video Soul reboot. You never know.
hey, hey, my phone is open. Call
I
me.
mean, to get a call from Donnie Simpson,
Yeah, my
I
phone
don't
is
know if you know
open.
Donnie Simpson, but I grew up looking at Donnie Simpson because I used to look at Video Soul. This is when BET had like all the video shows. You had Video Soul, Video Vibes. Rap City,
Oh
Video
yeah,
LP, 106 in Park.
Basement with Big Tigger. Man, I used to love when they used to have all that on BT.
But you know, it's it's amazing. It's amazing how I mean it does get very really frustrating, and it's good. And of course, you know, you're not the only one that's like going through this.
Yeah.
So do you have any dates coming up? Do you have any performances coming up you want to
Um,
anybody?
I don't have any performances coming up yet, but so I've been on a little hiatus because I just had a new baby, and
Oh,
I've been dealing with being.
congratulations.
Thank you. I've been dealing with being a dad and just getting my.
Boy or a girl?
Hello,
Oh, hello?
hello.
Hi.
Hold on. It's like my sound went out. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you though.
Oh. Hmm. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can't hear you. Hold on.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Is there a way I could like leave and come back in? Because I can't
Yeah.
hear you at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay, you know, we're just having a little technical difficulty, but that's okay. We are going to invite him once again to our little party. So this is a very interesting conversation. And just send him another link. Okay, so while just Darius comes back, we're just gonna like put out there that if you are on Facebook and if you're one of my Facebook friends, um, I have a petition pinned to my page for to get a school built. Oh, okay. To get a school built in Cicely Tyson's honor. I will tell you that later. Hey,
Yeah, it's still
hello.
not letting me hear you,
Okay, this is crazy.
or it's like really slow.
Mm, okay. Well, maybe let me for a minute. Hello.
Yeah, it sounds like really slow.
Okay.
Oh wait, go ahead, say it again.
Hello.
Yeah, it's really slow and like deep. It's like a deep voice.
Oh wow, that's interesting. Okay. Um. All right. So I'm gonna do this. We're gonna do this the best we can. Okay. Um. So I was just trying to. I was telling people that you know, if you're Facebook friends with me, I have a petition pinned on my page to have a performing arts school built in Cicely Tyson's honor in East Harlem, New York. So if you happen to be on my page, you know, just click on the link.
Hold on. It's like my audio is like messing up.
Oh,
Say something.
hello.
I don't know why it sound like that.
Oh, weird. Okay. Um. Okay. So Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna wrap this up for we're just gonna wrap it up now, and we're gonna continue some other time when we have like all the bugs worked out. And-
It's going like in and out, and like I can't really understand what you're saying.
Okay.
Hold on. Yeah, it sounds like muffled and like it's like delayed.
Okay. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up, and we're going to continue. We're gonna continue this conversation because I still wanna continue this conversation. Um, in fact, let me message you. Can you still message me?
Hold on, hold on. Let me see if I could leave and refresh it or something.
Um,
Yeah,
can you hear me? Okay. Unfortunately, we're having some technical difficulties, but I just want to put it out there that um, this petition I have going on, it's on my Facebook page. It's pinned to my Facebook page, and if you are interested, please, well, I said please show your support. Hello?
yeah, we good now.
Awesome. Okay. All right. And the show continues. So I was telling our visitors about this petition I have pinned to my page on Facebook on having a performing arts school built in Cicely Tyson's honor in East Harlem, New York. Why East Harlem, New York? Because she was raised in East Harlem, New York.
Yeah,
Now we now we already have a school in her honor, in her memory in Jersey, but I think it's more fitting to have it in East Harlem because she was from there.
yeah,
So I think it's imperative that we have a school named after Cicely Tyson in East Harlem because there are many there should be musicians like yourself. There should be thespians. There should be anybody who is excuse me, who wants to study the arts. So yeah, I mean it's I started this on my own, but I don't want to take all the credit because this isn't just me. If anybody who signs the petition, it's a group effort, you know. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there.
Okay, okay. Send me the link. I'm gonna definitely post it and help you out.
All right, cool. So have you met any famous rappers
Um, I've
along the way?
I've met Kid Cudi at his concert. I met Metro Boomin. I was at work and he was shooting a video with Future
Oh,
across the
okay.
street from where I work at.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't. I went across the street to check out like how much does it cost to like shoot a video and photo shoot and all that.
Uh
So I
huh.
went to get the flyer and everything, and I was about to leave, and I saw like these cars pull up, and I'm like, oh wait, hold on, somebody coming.
Uh
So
huh.
like we slowed down, and I was like, yo, that guy looks like real familiar. I was like, oh wait, that's Metro Boomin. And like my friend was like, yo, that is him, that is him. And like we stopped. I asked him like, yo, you Metro Boomin? He was like, yeah, but he was like a little tense with it because like it's Atlanta, like people be rough around here.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, Metro Boomin. I was
ATL.
like, yo, I'm a big fan. You know, let me. Can I get a picture and everything? He was like, yeah, I got a picture. I got a picture with him, and I
Nice.
had sent this to one of my friends because like one of my friends is like really heavy on him. So I was like
Nice.
showing him like, yeah, look who I saw. I saw Metro Boomin, your favorite producer, like laughing with him and everything. But yeah, I met them, which was pretty cool for me.
Awesome. That's really cool. I also wanna say that I have a friend who's a DJ. I don't know if he'll kill me for this, but I don't care. But I have a friend who's a DJ. He's a DJ in Ithaca, New York, and he does his radio show featuring alternative and independent musicians like yourself.
Okay,
And I will give you his information when you're done.
okay, thank you.
Shout out to DJ Slim Image if you're watching. Yeah, that's the thing. So
Okay,
he's a big fish in Ithaca.
okay, okay.
Yeah. um. Um. Anything you want to ask me?
So, what kind of guests do you usually have on here?
Well, I have guests who All right. I have guests who are who want to be more than just a 9 to 5.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
I have get I the world of Aja Pearl is about people who don't want to be somebody who just does a 9 to 5. Now, don't get me wrong. I commend those who do the 9 to 5 because they are like at the front end and they got to deal with a whole bunch of bullshit every single day.
Yeah,
Whether
facts.
it's food industry, whether it's the retail industry, whether it's education, they are doing their thing. Okay, I commend them. However, there are some people who feel, you know what, I'm more than just a 9 to 5. I don't want to put my dreams in a box and put it somewhere and sing the shoulda, coulda, woulda song. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
this. I got caught up in my 9 to 5, or my family. Not to say that having a family is a bad thing, but it's good to have. Don't put your dreams on the shelf and let it collect dust. And
yeah,
I have people here who choose to, even though they have that 9 to 5, because they need to pay their bills, and they need food on the table for now, but that's not they don't want that to be their life. They wanna make their dreams come true, and that's the kind of people I have on my show. These are people who wanna make their dreams a reality, and they work hard at it. You know.
yeah. You was asking me about any upcoming dates and everything in the year. I have one so far right now. I'm working on an album right now, and it's gonna
Awesome.
come out July 15th.
You hear that, y'all?
July
July
15th.
15th.
I'm gonna drop a couple singles. I just don't know what day I'm gonna drop the singles yet. But July
Okay,
15th, the
okay
album's
now.
coming.
All right, all right.
Yeah,
We'll be on the lookout for them on Spotify and Apple Music.
yeah. All platforms. It's all
All
over.
platforms. You hear that, y'all?
Yeah, all platforms. You can get it wherever. If you listen to Napster, Deezer, it's gonna be on there too.
All right now. You hear that, y'all? You hear that? so so tell us, what kind of content do you rap about? What kind of content is it?
um, Most of my content is like stuff you would probably listen to like when you're in high school, like breakups, relationships,
Hmm.
friends, like stuff like that.
Cool.
My music is perfect for like with how we went on lockdown and we couldn't go anywhere. We was at the house. My music
Right,
is perfect for that.
right. All right. I hear you. Okay. D- Diva Divine Light says, "Hey, baby girl, and yes, hey, Diva, keep up the good work, Aja. You will slowly grow." Thank you very much, Diva. So Diva is watching. Shout out to Diva.
Hey, shout out Diva.
Shout out Diva. But yeah, all I can say, bro, is keep reaching for the stars. And even though people are not calling you now, they're gonna call you eventually.
Eventually, it's coming. I've been
It's
getting
gonna
like
come.
really. I have a song called "Float." It's out on all streaming platforms. I've been going into like music rooms on Clubhouse and everything,
Hmm.
and every time I play it, everybody's like, "Yo, that's like a refresh. That's like a refresher." Like everybody's talking about shooting and killing and everything, and then here you come with like this kind of jazzy, chill, laid back feel.
That's what the world. I think that's what the world needs right now.
Yeah, it
The
needs some kind
world
of
needs,
balance.
yeah, the world needs to just chill. I mean, and people see, the pandemic as a curse. Like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? I ain't got no job. Blah blah blah. The pandemic was God's way of saying y'all need to slow the fuck down.
Exactly.
Y'all need to chill out. Okay, y'all need to chill out. And it worked. A lot of people were more were more interactive with their families. A lot of people did things they never had time for. Like they well, like they did more music. I know when like during the lockdown I was able to finish my second book,
Okay.
entitled The Pink Foxhole, which is an erotica. If you
Okay.
love
Okay.
books.
I think that's how I first met you. Matter of fact, you was on a Clubhouse and you had a room, and I think it was your first room, and you was reading eroticas and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. But I don't do much of the reading in that room, but you can catch my read on Anchor, Spotify. Um, that's all I can think of right now. I have like two other two. My content is on four platforms, but Spotify and Anchor definitely. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah, but yeah, the pandemic pretty much told the world to just slow down and just think about and just focus on what's really important instead of making money, because that's all we were doing was just making money. You get up, make money, come home, and sleep just to do it all over again.
Hmm.
Not valuing ourselves, not valuing each other, not valuing our family. And also during the pandemic, a lot of people learned a lot about themselves, and it gave them a brand new perspective about themselves, and I think it's just amazing. Um so I think the pandemic was definitely a wake up call for all of us.
Yeah.
um
Big facts.
huh
I said big facts.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up for tonight, but
Okay, okay.
I definitely, actually no. Um, Another thing I want to is, I don't want to wrap it up. I want to say something else. You say that your content is about pretty much, teenage, teenage stuff, teenage growing pains, like, falling in love and breakups and friendship and all that stuff. And I think that's
Yeah.
really important because I think people, I think people forget the teenage years, and I think the teenage years are a very pivotal time in a person's life
Yeah.
because it's all about the growing pains during that time, and it's all about trying to find yourself during that time. So, um, was your teenage years a very tough time for you? Is that why you write it?
Not really. I mean, so like I had a lot of friends and people that wanted to be my friends and everything, but I was just really antisocial with people. But like
Mhm.
I kind of like when I got to high school, I kind of saw how people like treated other people and like how people would act around me and everything, and I just wrote about it.
I think that's really important because
Yeah.
because there are I know when I was growing up, when I was a teenager, I felt like an outsider. I felt like a freak, and I was going to an all girls Catholic school. So it was like it was I hated my school. I hated going to Catholic school. I really did. I truly hated going to Catholic school, and I wanted to go to public school so bad because you know girls are catty, and I didn't have time for that. I'm like, look, I wish I could just have, chill out with some guys because guys don't give a shit about the bullshit. They just want to hang out and they just want to act stupid, and that's what I want to do.
Yeah, like that'd be the best times, bro. People be trying to be uptight and everything and so serious all the time. Nah, be goofy. You would feel so much better if you could act goofy around people.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like, damn, I wish I had some guy friends I could just hang out with, and because to me, I mean, I rather hang out with a guy than with a girl because it's like they don't give a shit about that. They don't give a shit about the bullshit and all that gossiping bullshit. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. But teenage years are very awkward. Um, you don't like your mindset is like the worst because it's like the things that you knew as a child, you question it. You question it as a teenager, like, is it really supposed to be like that? And then I know for me, because I was becoming a teenager, my parents were looking at me all weird, like, oh, like for some reason they already determined that I was gonna be a teen mom, which I never was. Like I had my first baby at 22, so that never happened. Um, it's I got this. Diva says, I got to smoke me some weed to stay happy.
Hey, if you do, play my song Float. You're gonna love it.
Okay, play. Um,
She said I gotta smoke weed to stay happy.
Shoot. You know how many of my friends trying to say, you need to smoke some weed. I'm like, no, thank you. I'm good. I was a wild teen and I had my first baby at 31. See, Diva had her first baby at 31. Okay,
31, okay.
31. I mean, even though
She
she was a
was
wild teen, she had her first baby at 31.
she was just getting seasoned.
Shoot. But yeah, I think it's real. I think if you were to play that kind of content pertaining to teenage years, I am pretty sure that a lot of people would listen to it, because I've never heard of rap pertaining to teenage years except for Teenage Love, which was done by Slick Rick with like back in the day.
Yeah,
That's the only song I know that pertained to teenagers, which was Teenage Love. By the way, Little Kim was in that video. Yeah,
I
baby
ain't know
Little
that.
Kim was in
I
that
ain't know
video
that.
as the
That's
girl. Yes.
crazy.
So if you by chance want to catch Teenage Love by Slick Rick on YouTube or whatever, that's Lil Kim.
Okay, I'm gonna look at it too. I'm gonna check it out. I ain't know that this whole time.
Hmm. I made sure I had fun while my friends were preggo. I was in the club. You freak! Diva Divine Light is a freak.
She said I was
But
in the
that's how
club.
you do it. You have your fun. Have your fun as a teenager, But just don't get caught up, because a lot of teenagers got caught up and got pregnant.
Yeah.
That's why I tell my son, I'm like, look, I want to be a grandma, but wait till I'm 50, yo.
My mom told me the same thing. It was so funny. She was like, wait, you about to have a baby? I'm like, yeah. She was like, ah. I was like, what's wrong? She was like, not that I ain't want you to have a baby. At least wait till I'm 50. I was like, yo.
I
I was like, chill
know.
out. I was like, chill out.
I'm like, yo, wait till I'm 50, all right? And then you can have all the kids you want. Yo, Diva's tripping. She said, you know me, Pink. You know me, Pink Freak a Leak.
Yeah. I'm wildin'.
She wildin'. She is wildin'.
She said, you know me, pink, freak elite.
Pink, me, Pink Freak a Leak. Oh, Lord.
That was her song in the club back in the day. Petey
I know,
Pablo,
right?
freak elite.
Yeah, she bugging. Oh, man. But, yeah, I would love to hear more of your content.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
I want to hear more of your content about teenage angst and all the other teenage bullshit we go through or have gone through, because it'll be like, oh wow, I went through that shit. I wish somebody wrote this shit when I was going through a teenager. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm working on another book right now, and the characters are teenagers, and they go through some shit. Like you have one kid who is the rich kid, but everyone thinks that just because he's a rich kid, he's got a great life, which is not true. The thing is, he has a godfather who's been sexually abusing him since the age of 7. But he has no idea that he's being sexually abused, because the oh yeah, by the way, the godfather is also his uncle. He's been grooming him to be, to have sex with him.
Yeah.
And he's looking at the godfather as, as a lover, as a quote unquote lover. And it's like, and now we get to the part where the godfather doesn't spend any time with him, and he's like, how come you don't spend time with me anymore? What have I done to make you not want me? I mean, it sounds like two lovers fighting. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's insane. So he's going through that. Then you have a girl who is confused about her sexuality. She likes girls, but when her mother finds out that she was kissing another girl, she like literally beats her up and tells her that if she ever finds out that she was kissing another girl, she's going to kill her. But then there's this guy who has a crush on her, and he feels that, well, I can turn I can turn her out. I mean I know she like I heard she likes girls, but I can turn her out and make her like guys. So he's trying to like get her to be with him, and and he happens to be her outlet. So they end up sleeping together, and she gets pregnant. So crazy, crazy, crazy teenage
Okay.
nonsense.
Okay.
Okay, what is Divine saying now? Um, right, I will be 60 or older once my baby's me a granny.
Hey, she put it out in the universe. It's gonna happen.
She also says, I'm going to be 46 next week. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I sure was hitting, she was hitting Doodle Brown in the club.
No.
Yo,
No.
that was the damn song. That was the freaking deep song. That was a freaky deep song.
My mom be putting me on to all that, bro. Like, so you know the Uncle Luke birthday, the birthday song. Every year on my birthday, she come in my room, play that, or like she'll come knock on my door and play that. I'd be like, yo, I can't with you. So like for her birthday, I do the same thing, and she just start dancing, just having fun. I'd be like, man, this is so funny.
But you know, it's funny you say that because every year I play I took a throwback. I played this throwback song that day in September by Earth, Wind and Fire. I
Yeah.
play it for my boyfriend every year on his birthday. He just look at me like, what is wrong with you, woman?
Why you play this?
Okay, she also says you gotta you gotta hang out with us on my channel, Darius. You will be in the R. Kelly sector. Really?
Yo, I'm dying. I'm dying. Yeah, if hey, invite me. Let me know when you want me to come over there, though. I'll come to your channel. I'm down to
she also
network and
says
everything.
she also says me and your mom gotta hang out.
She said her and my mom gotta hang out.
Yo, she is wild. You wild. I gotta say, you wild. My hubby song is a thong song.
Hey, hey, I ain't gonna lie. That song is still hard to this day. Even though
Yes.
he repeated himself 3 times, the same verse 3 times. It's
Mm-hmm.
still a hard song.
Thong, 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 thong.
Yeah, when I was little, I used to think like when he used to do the high pitch part where he used to like get live with the hook.
Yeah.
I used to be like, yo, wait, this is my part, and I used to sing it with my little chest out and everything.
I I think my son was born around that time when it came out. No, no. My son was born in 2003. I don't know, but
It was after because I think that
yeah.
came out in '98, something like that, 98,
Maybe it was
99.
99 or
Yeah,
2000. But yeah, crazy, crazy, crazy. This woman is crazy. This woman is crazy. Diva Divine Light is crazy. She is crazy. Oh Lord. But yeah. I say keep it up. I'm looking forward to this kind of music.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah. People need to know more. People need to know what it's like. What need to remember what it's like to be a teenager because I don't think parents tell their kids what it's like to be a teenager, what it's like for them to be a teenager, so that they can have a better understanding of the
Yeah.
parent because they only see their parent as a parent. They never see that their parent as a person. You know.
Yep.
Okay, what else did she say? She says, right now we battle R. Kelly supporters and make fun of Kelly with his heat seeking missiles in his ass.
Yo, I can't. I can't with Diva.
Yo, I don't know. I don't know where he is. Last time I heard he was in Chicago. I'm sure that they roasting his ass in Chicago because it's pretty much game over for him.
Yeah. It, it would have to be a miracle for him to get out. Like something crazy would have to happen, and I still feel like they won't let him out. I feel like it would be an outrage if they let him out. No lie.
And you want to know something crazy? His music is still getting played.
Hmm.
Like
But
people
I
are
don't
still
think he
playing
owned
his
his
music.
I don't think he owned his masters though.
His
So
what?
none of that his master recordings and everything, his
Hmm.
rights. I don't think he owns that. So all the streams that he's getting, all the money that he's making from it, not going to him.
Well, that's good. It should go to his wife and kids.
I think it goes to whatever record label he was last on, whoever owns those publishing rights.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
well, that's crazy. I think it should go to his wife and kids.
yeah.
Okay, what else you say? Girl, he was convicted on 9 counts in the Eastern District of New York in May. Will be sentencing. Well, we already knew they were going to roast. We already know that New York roasts his ass. We
Oh
already knew
yeah. Oh
that.
yeah.
We already knew that. In fact, one of the okay, he said his lawyer, his new lawyer is going for an appeal to acquit his trial or have a new trial. Boy, bye. Bye. That ain't gonna happen.
All
Look,
right.
R. Kelly has tried every trick in the book. It's not gonna happen. You're done. You're obsolete. And I feel bad for the people who have had I believe I could fly played at their graduation. I feel bad for the people that played Step in the Name of Love in their wedding. I feel bad for them because it's like, damn, this like this, you know, excuse me, this particular song is attached to his memory, but this song was played by this monster. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have a
Right.
monster attached to your memory. I mean, I feel really bad for those people. I really do. I really do. Oh, Diva says he does own his masters. Come to find out, and Don Russell stole it to try to sell it so R. Kelly could get money.
Oh wow.
Um, Lord have mercy. I don't know.
That's crazy.
I don't know. I mean, it's crazy. Life is crazy, but we need to rise above the fuckery of it all.
Hell yeah.
We need to rise above the fuckery of it all. Okay, y'all. That wraps up for the world of Oz of Pearl. I'd like to thank my guest, just Darius.
Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for being here. Do you have any parting words for our visitors?
Remember, y'all, July 15th, dropping the album. So
All right, y'all. Y'all
I'm
heard
a
that. July
if I'm
15th.
if I'm able to come back on this channel,
And you
I will.
will.
I'm gonna come back and show y'all my album and everything. We can play it for y'all, all that.
Hell yeah. Can't wait.
All right.
Because you going to be a star.
Hey, I'm
You going
trying.
to be a star.
That's with two R's. Two
You
R's.
going to be a star. Okay, y'all. That's it for the world of Aja Pearl. I am Aja Pearl. It's my world, and thank you for stopping by. Have a good night.